you could do is to ask me to move.
I could?
Yes, you could.
Okay, move.
All right.
Big deal.
Now, Tim, isn't that a rather schoolboyish trick?
Well, it's a thing I learned from my mother. You see, a very heavy forward stroke and a very light back one, and picks up up a limp.
Yeah. I don't enjoy physical humor.
I'm not joking. It's a sweeper fact.
You know very well what I'm referring to.
I do? Yeah, well, give me a hint. Is it bigger than a bread box?
Do you deny that you just hit me? And shoved me?
Me?
You.
Well, look, there must be somebody else in the ring with us because I haven't laid a glove on you.
Well, that's not entirely an impossibility.
You mean we have an invisible visitor? Well, do I set another place at the table?
Aside from 3 spiders, a fly, 4 silverfish, and a lawn moth, you and I are the sole occupants present. Yet I know I felt something.
Well, I know what you're feeling. Old age.
Old age? At 932? Why, I'm still just a kid. No. There still has to be a...
What was that?
That was my early warning device. Tim, I'm in trouble.
I'll call a doctor.
No, Tim. Just get me my Martian memory pills.
All right.
The medical memory pill, please.
Okay.
Now, I'll program the computer with my total physical condition. This should be the diagnosis.
Well?
Tim, it's worse than I thought.
What have you got?
A mosquito bite.
You know, my mother always told me that hot chicken soup and hot tea would cure anything from whooping cough to snake bite.
Well, I doubt they'll do that much for a mosquito bite.
You know what I can't understand is how a little tiny mosquito could put a Martian down so completely.
Well, the disquieting part of it is that Martians are not even appetizing to mosquitoes. The one that bit me must have been quite inexperienced.
Just a crazy mixed-up kid, huh?
Yeah. And then having bitten me, he didn't even bother to clean his dining equipment.
You mean even mosquitoes have to brush after every meal?
Yeah, but this one didn't. Result, the next person that he chose to sup upon received an infinitesimal injection of pure me, so that what I have is a strong case of Sim sympatheticus.
Stuttering?
Sim sympatheticus. Extreme feeling for another. As long as there is a drop of me in his veins, I will feel everything that my blood brother feels.
Oh. Well, then all that stuff that you were feeling was actually happening to someone else.
Ah. You do understand. Now, to cure Sim sympatheticus, I must find this host, get a bit of gamma globulin from him, create an antidote, and neutralize him.
Oh. Well, how do we find him? Get a bloodhound?
No. We deduce who he is and where he is by analyzing the way I feel. Tim, a horrible thought just occurred to me. Mosquitoes aren't limited to biting human beings. They live off of any warm-blooded animal. Now, my blood brother could be anything from an aardvark to a zebra.
Well, one thing's for sure. The way you're eating that sugar, he belongs to that group that has 40% more cavities. Well, Martin. Well, Martin. Well, Martin. Well, Martin. Uncle Martin. Uncle Martin. Uncle Martin. What are you doing? It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm not sure. To facilitate matters, I decided to allow my blood brother to take over, to observe the behavior. All I know is I had to get up this morning and run as fast as I could.
Well, that doesn't sound like an aardvark. What happened?
That's merely a preventive. The bandages are to protect my fetlocks. Fetlocks?
Don't tell me that your blood brother is a horse.
Not just a horse, Tim. A racehorse. Now, posing as a horse doctor, it should be a simple matter to find the horse our mosquito chose for his dinner.
Yeah, all we have to do is find the entry he picked for an entree. Get it? Entry, entree.
That's very clever, Tim.
Well, you got me up pretty early this morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, follow me. Good morning, sir. I couldn't help noticing what an excellent view of the track you have from here. And I was wondering if you happen to notice which of your colleagues was working out at 6 o'clock this morning. Yes? Well, now, why don't you whisper it to me? Aha, indeed. Well, I'm sure she's a very charming lady, and I hope you'll be very happy. Well, tell me, was Lady's Maid the only one on the track? Ah, Lush Life and Joe Latte were there. And Sweet Sister, they were also working out. Well, thank you very much, sir. You've been very, very helpful.
You know, Uncle Martin, I know a lot of people talk to horses, but you're the first one I've ever seen get an answer. Right from the horse's mouth.
Grandpa, are you sure your stopwatch isn't broken?
Oh, damn it, Kerry. That watch hasn't lost a split second in 50 years. Now, I tell you, she worked a flat mile in 1:32.
But that's a world's record.
Not until she runs it in a race, it ain't. And she's gonna do that in a handicap. Oh, there'll be a funny look on a lot of people's faces when she waltzes away from that hard-hearted Hannah in the big dream $100,000 handicap.
Oh, Grandpa, Bright Green Farms will have a brand new start.
You just betcha. And one day again, a bright green horse is gonna take them roses for winning that Kentucky Derby.
And the Preakness.
And the Belmont Stakes.
The Triple Crown.
Sweet sister, it's all riding on you today.
Oh, what a beautiful day this is going to be.
Now we're going to saddle you up, and Arnold's going to walk you around just a little, just to keep you unkinked. There. You just betcha.
Something wrong?
Well, it feels like somebody just put a tight corset on me.
A corset? Now, what kind of a horse wears a corset?
Of course. It's the saddle. And these are the reins. And that's the horse.
Take nothing out of her, because she's going to need it. That hard-hearted Hannah's a real tough mare.
Okay, sir. Wow. Look it. You take the horse, and I'll take the filly with the ponytail.
Yeah, well, the girl is the owner.
How about that? The race hasn't even started. Already I'm a winner.
But wait a minute. First, if you don't mind.
What'd you do?
Well, I merely loosened the saddle so that it floats a fraction of an inch above her. And I've thrown a thin contour force field about her. Now, the bit, heels in the flank, and the whacks on the rump, they can't bother her, and therefore they can't bother me.
Now, you be a good girl and go along with Arnold, huh? Yeah.
Come on, sweet sister. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Well, let's go.
What's the matter? Can't you handle her?
Grandpa!
Arnold, where are you going?
Grandpa!
Here's...
Where are you going, sweet sister? Mister, you're supposed to be going the other way.
Well, what in blue blazes you doing up there? Arnold, just lollygagged you?
I don't know what happened to her. All of a sudden, she wouldn't pay any attention to me. Acts like I'm not even up here.
Well, what's wrong with her, Grandpa?
Well, any fool can see what's the matter. She lost all feeling in her mouth.
Her ribs. And her hind end, too.
Well, she can't win the big dream handicap acting this way.
Why, she couldn't even win a $100 claiming race this way. This horse is plumb numb. Why, from her nose to her knuckle bone, she's plumb numb.
Well, what is it, Grandpa?
Now, will you please not be so blamed hurry up, Kerry? I gotta consider me 2 or 3 maybes before I make a decision. Arnold, will you get out of the way so I can have some room to consider? Let's see. Now, it could be...
Oh, excuse me, please. Well, that's very interesting. Would you mind moving your head up and down, please?
Grandpa, did you see that?
Well, that don't beat all.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me see. All right, now let's take a look at the throat first. All right, now would you open wide, please? Open wide. That's it. Thank you. That's fascinating. Yes. First classic case of forced fieldicus I've seen in 15 years.
Are you a vet?
Doc Martin. And this is my assistant, Tim O'Hara.
Oh, hi, I'm Kerry Green. Oh, this here's my grandpa.
How are you?
And over there's our jockey, Arnold O'Reilly.
Hey, what are you doing tonight, Cat? Howdy.
Howdy. What do you think it'll take to get Sweet Sister going again, Doc?
Well, here, now, 1 tarnation minute, Kerry. Excuse me, son. You gonna let a perfect stranger doctor Sweet Sister? That's my job.
Well, Grandpa, it's my horse, and the doc here seems to know what's wrong with her.
All right. You do it. You go right ahead. But don't you come around to me after and expect me to unfix the fixings when he's done.
Oh, Grandpa.
Kelly Green. Are you by any chance Kelly Green? The Kelly Green?
Well, only one I ever heard of.
Well, allow me to shake your hand, sir. The name of Kelly Green is often heard in schools of veterinary the length and breadth of this nation.
It is?
Of course. Your home remedies are included in every course of animal husbandry. I'm sure you're more familiar with forced fieldicus under the colloquial term numsies.
Now, there, you see, Kerry? That's just exactly what I was going to say it was when you busted in here.
In that case, sir, I should be proud to assist you in treating Sweet Sister.
Well, now, I never was a man to deny another man his pleasure.
Thank you. I assume you want to get a hemoglobin count first.
Huh?
Hemoglobin.
Oh, why, of course. Why, that's the very first thing that I always do. Oh, Arnold, I'll take that, Sweet Sister.
Well, then, of course, I'll take the sample to my office and mix it with my antidote.
Well, you go right ahead, Doc. I'll tell you if you start to do anything wrong.
Will we have to scratch her from the race, Doc Martin?
Not at all, Miss Green. I will practically guarantee that Sweet Sister will not only run that race, but she'll win it hands down.
Oh, thank you, Doc Martin. Oh, thank you. I just want to... Oh, excuse me. I just had to hug somebody. I always feel like doing that when I get excited.
Yes, well, that's perfectly all right. Look, if it ever happens again, here's my home phone number. Here's my office phone number. And this is my answering service. And here's my cable address.
Big win to William. Hey, I thought the fix was on for hard-hearted Hannah to win. Well, I just saw him slip a speed shot to Sweet Sister. Yeah, with my own eyes. Must be some other syndicate, huh? You want I should blow the whistle on him? No. I got a better idea. A dreamy idea. I'll talk to you. Sweet dreams, sweet sister.
Uncle Martin? What do you call this?
No, this is called sleep.
Well, did you finish the antidote?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What about the race?
No. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, the race. Oh, yeah.
You're acting like someone who just took a count of 10.
That's it, Tim. Somebody must have given sweet sister knockout drops.
Now, you okay, Uncle Martin?
Okay, Tim. I'll get up in a minute.
You are up. Now, how can a guy sleep standing on his feet?
Well, it's very easy if you're a horse.
Doc. What about sweet sister, Doc?
Oh, Grandpa Kerry, well, don't you worry about a thing. We will have sweet sister rearing.
Gracious, what's the matter with the dog?
Well, you know how he is. No, you don't know how he is, do you? Well, you see, when one of his patients gets sick, he sort of identifies. It's sort of like sympathy pains.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, he cares enough to feel the very worst.
Right, yes. We'll have sweet sister raring to go by post time.
7th race, Big Dream Handicap. Horses to the track, please.
Oh, for goodness sake, it's almost post time right now.
Yeah, well, Doc, will get right down to his doctoring right away, won't you, Doc? Hey. What's up, Doc?
The jig, I'm afraid. Under present conditions, I can only concentrate on one thing at a time. And that's staying awake. Oh.
Yeah. So?
I forgot the antidote and the wake-up remedy. I'll have to fake it.
Well, what are you gonna do? Now, look, sweet sister should win this race, and if it wasn't for us, she would.
Well, I'll remove the protective force field. And while they're moving her out onto the track, I'll think of something.
That's it, Doc. That's it.
All right, Arnold. She's ready to go out onto the track.
Like that, Doc?
By the time she's at the post, she'll be bright-eyed, snorting, and ready to run.
Well, now, Arnold, you heard the Doc. Will you get her out of here? We're going to miss the post parade. Now, Arnold, you give sweet sister her head at the break, and then you ease her off a little at the quarter and let her out again at the mile. And if you can find an opening on that rail, you duck in there and go to the whip in a stretch.
Yes, sir. I'll try to wake her up and let her know.
Well, let's get going.
Now, sweet sister, and last is public vote.
Doc, do you think sweet sister's gonna snap out of it? Doc, do you think sweet sister's gonna snap out of it?
Oh, Tim, how much money do we have?
Money? Well, I don't know. Let's see, I have about 10.
Sir, I would be honored if you would wager this on your horse to win.
Kerry, honey, there's a doctor what puts his money where his medicine is.
Yes, money! Now, listen to me.
That's for having such faith in sweet sister?
Hey, will you just take a look? See what you blew my money on. Oh, great! That horse is using the starting gate as a pillow.
As long as there is a molecule of mine on that animal, I might just be able to communicate with it. Focus the energy of my willpower on it and get its atoms swirling about, fast enough to burn up all the bad effects of that drug.
Well, willpower, huh? Willpower really has power?
Properly focused, it's one of the most potent forces in the universe.
Well, how do you focus it?
I'll have to raise my antenna.
You can't do that here. Not in front of 5,000 people.
I can raise them invisibly.
Invisibly? I've never seen you raise your antenna invisibly before.
Well, if you had, we'd both be in trouble. I do it only in extreme emergencies.
Doc! Here's your tickets. They got Sweet Sister 30-1 on the odds board. Doesn't want your hat.
There they go. Boniface goes to the front. Hard-hearted Hannah second. Oedipus pay. And it's hard-hearted Hannah moving to the rail. Boniface second by a neck. Oedipus third to half length. And Sweet Sister just leaving the starting gate. Correction, the starting gate is leaving her. They're moving off the track.
Oh, Grandpa.
Uncle Martin, if you're gonna do something, do it now.
And going into the turn is still a hard-hearted Hannah by a length. Oedipus is second ahead. And Sweet Sister moving into the rail. To eat some grass. No. Sweet Sister's beginning to run.
Come on, Sweet Sister.
Oh, Grandpa.
Turning into the backstretch is hard-hearted Hannah by a length. Oedipus is second the neck. And now Sweet Sister is moving like a brown blur. Sweet Sister running faster than I've ever seen a horse run is catching the field.
Come on, girl, come on.
Come on, Sweet Sister.
Here comes Sweet Sister on the outside. Sweet Sister
Come
is
on,
flying.
Sweet Sister.
And heading into the flat turn is hard-hearted Hannah by select. Oedipus is second. And moving on the outside is Finance. Sweet Sister seems to have used up all of her drive to catch up. And running last.
What's the matter? It's no use, Tim. I need more energy. More willpower. Maybe I can drain off some of your energy. Think, Tim, think, quick. Sweet Sister, go, go.
Hard-hearted Hannah. Oedipus. And coming right on the outside is Sweet Sister. Getting her second wind.
Come on, Sweet Sister, come on.
Sweet Sister! It's hard-hearted Hannah by 3 lengths. And Sweet Sister. It's hard-hearted Hannah by 3 lengths. It's hard-hearted Hannah. And coming down to the line of finish.
Tim, grab Kerry's hand, quick.
It's hard-hearted Hannah winning it. No! In 3 incredible bounds, it's Sweet Sister. It's Sweet Sister winning it.
Grandpa, did you hear that? Sweet Sister.
I heard you, Kerry.
Then what are we standing here for? We got a bright green horse waiting for us in the winner's circle.
Is that so?
What'd she say?
She likes you. She wishes you'd let your mane grow. Isn't that what you said?
My mane, huh? Why?
Well, then you'd really remind her of her father.
You some kind of wise guy?
That's better than being called a dumb animal.
Well, one of you's got to be putting me on.
I think we got everything, Kerry. You think Sweet Sister will be needing any more of them treatments?
No. From now on, I should, she should feel fine.
Well, thank you, Doc. You sure do know your numsies. Come on, Arnold.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Kay.
Goodbye, Tim.
Say, you know, Uncle Martin, we actually wished that horse into first place.
Not us, Tim. It was Kerry and Grandpa who did it. And they weren't wishing Sweet Sister to win at all.
Well, sure they were.
No. They knew she would win. It was their unshakable faith in that horse, Tim.
You mean all that jazz really works?
When you have a friend on the inside.
Like who?
Like me. I have a piece.